talking about posters. Trippadelic, you're quite low, I think.
Again?
In the mix, yeah. Am I crazy or?
You're both low. You're both always low to me.
I'm not low, am I?
You're always low.
My output volume is at 100.
The problem with you, JC, is you don't get close enough to the microphone. That's the problem with you. And you should get a condenser mic if you're going to operate. I think
you're going to be fine.
Is that better?
Okay, Trip, you're good. You're nice and clear.
That's a lot better, JC.
Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, my computer keeps putting it back down to like 50%.
That's what mine does every day. I have to go into the Shure thing and turn the gain back up every fucking morning.
Like, why?
Got an asshole. They're always laughing at me.
But welcome to 3 Grandmas, everyone. I like to dump that at the most inopportune time. Mm-hmm. We have another guest this week.
Who?
You tell me.
I don't like guests.
Are you doing an impression of me?
Do you have a Kiwi bird named Kevin?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay.
To audio people, he's holding a kiwi bird in his hand.
Audio people. I love that. That's
podcast listeners.
Who are these audio people and where do they come from?
Audiophiles. Mm-hmm. We have a guest. His name is Trippadelic. He's friend of the show. How you doing, man?
Hey, we're chilling.
You want me to introduce Trippadelic? I can tell you about Trippadelic.
Yeah, please.
I met Trippadelic in a Discord. Was it Scars or was it Ghost Monsters Live? One of the two.
I think it was Scars originally.
The way you introduced yourself to the several communities was by shopping photos of highly detailed infestation of termites, right? And that's how you got to meet Trip. And like, we're not talking about like, termites. Oh, it's a little crazy. There's a little too many termites here. We're talking about District 9 level fucking infestation of craziness, right?
I think
Prawns you still have those photos.
I think Prawns would find it racist to call them an infestation. I think we need to be a little more, a little more PC about the prawns.
You just call them prawns. That's not what they're called. That's a slur.
That's right.
Boy, we're gonna have a long night.
Oh boy, this is a movie to pick. If anyone can't tell, we're talking
Trippadelic is very funny. He's a hot streamer now. He's always in several communities. He's very very chill, and I love that. I'm glad that he could be here.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself, Trippadelic.
You can speak now, Trip.
Yeah, you're allowed to speak whenever you want.
Not you, Tom.
Okay. Tell us about yourself. What do you do? What's your passions? What's your hobbies? What's going on?
Fucking deal, Trippadelic.
So I'm Trip. I stream zombies. I stream Call of Duty. I stream pretty much anything, and I hang around with everyone here and pretty much anyone on Twitch that is an asshole. So
okay,
we're chilling.
I like that.
I like that.
And we always say we're chilling.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Chilling, vibing. You gotta hear it a million times tonight.
Chilling, vibing, chilling, vibing, chilling, vibing. This is a very chill vibe movie. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. This movie?
No.
This is the least chill movie ever.
I know. It's cool. Like, I was being ironic.
I know. You're so good at that stuff. I'm just a dummy.
Just goes straight over your head, Prag.
What?
So for a chill, vibey guy, I want to know what made you pick District 9 for your film this week on 3 Grandmas.
So interestingly enough, it was between this and The Fountain, right? And
yeah.
So I was looking for like a, I guess, late 2000s movie to just kind of like see for the first time, since I haven't seen them since they came out. And holy fuck, like District 9 definitely caught me so off guard after not seeing it for fucking 16
I feel the same
years.
way.
This was surprisingly, this was a Best Picture nominee.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about that. So 2010 was actually the first year that the Oscars decided that they'd allow more than 5 nominations for Best Picture. after there was a lot of backlash when The Dark Knight wasn't nominated in 2009. Like, people were pissed that The Dark Knight didn't get nominated.
Fanboys.
Yeah, and basically 2010, the Oscars went, all right, we'll allow up to 10 nominations from now on.
I hate this.
Why
there
is
should
that?
be, because there's too many fucking nominees. It's diffusing the honor. The honor is being nominated.
Yeah.
And there's basically 3 movies that should be, not even 5.
You reckon 3?
Yeah, because like...
That's
think...
tough, dude.
I don't know. I think 10 is enough. I think it's...
10 is a fucking
I don't think
group.
more than 10, I think
bro.
You're nominating too many movies. But
There's
I think...
been some dumb movies nominated since they upped the fucking thing.
But
and
then
I,
they
like,
also...
No, I don't have a short list in front of me.
But then they also nominated District 9, which I think is... like a film like this is, you know, it deserves a
5. If it was only 5...
No,
what were the other films? Which one won that year? I mean, we don't have to do that.
The Hurt Locker won this year. Catherine Biggs.
Okay, that was a pretty strong. Hurt Locker was not as good as this movie,
though. But yeah, so what's your history with District 9? Like, did you see it when it first came out, Trip, or?
Right. So, interestingly enough, it was the first movie that I pirated. I thought it was interesting because it looked like fucking sue me. But it looked like a sci-fi movie. I was 12 when this movie came out. I thought, you know, this is gonna be cool as fuck, and like, I was not prepared at all
for the political fucking awakening.
Yeah,
this revolutionary manifesto.
Yeah.
I think the first movie I ever pirated was either Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen or Hancock with Will Smith.
I think I've ever seen Hancock.
The superhero movie, the black comedy. Not bad movie.
You can't say that, Jason.
Terrible movie.
What? You can't say black comedy.
It's a terrible movie. I didn't think it was that
and then
bad.
the comment about the black people being in the comedy is not appropriate.
What are you talking about? It's a
wow.
It's
That's crazy.
Oh, you mean it's a dark, it's a cynical comedy. It's like gallows humor, right?
Yeah, and it's like it's trying to send up superhero movies, but then it kind of flips like halfway through.
And then Deadpool did it better, right?
Interesting. Well, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, which is
right. Well, I mean, it just like does that anti-hero thing to perfection.
Yeah. But yeah, we're talking about District 9. So it came out in 2009. So you said you were 12 when this first came out.
Right.
And how did this, like, as a 12-year-old seeing District 9, like, how did this film affect you?
So I remember it, like, being important to me. I didn't remember why, but, like, I rewatched it for the first time last night. Like, holy fuck. Like, the way it goes into it is, like, a documentary and then being, like, portrayed as a film. And then back to, like, the documentaries at the end. I thought that was super cool, like, film-wise. But, like, politically, dude, like, this was my first, like, idea of things outside the United States. Like, how things were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this does refer to a real event, District 6 in Cape Town in 1966. That's why it's called District 9. And like all the events are, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like a metaphor for apartheid. It's like he directly says it's from my experiences viewing apartheid. Right?
Yeah, it's like a one-to-one recreation.
How well, can you describe what happened in District 6, Prag? Like, just... Because
you have these shanty towns, you have these, you know, because there's no infrastructure, and they forcibly remove, you know, the whole community and just move them and, you know, dislocate everybody. Just like the same exact events in this was Save without the explosions and the laser beam.
Yeah. The mothership.
But a lot of the things they do, like the bureaucracy of like going to each person and like trying to get a signature, and like, you know, that was just like, and then having third party private companies do it, and you know, it's just parallel to a lot of the things that are, you know, happening in the world.
Had you seen this before time, District 9?
I watched like the first 15 minutes of it and then I turned it off.
Because
I don't know. No. It wasn't that. I don't remember why. I remember because rewatching it now, I remember the exact point of where I stopped watching it, and it was when he started knocking on the doors. So I don't know if like I just had to do something. I was like, oh, I'll come back to it later, but I never did or whatever. But it wasn't because I didn't like it or whatever. It was super interesting, seeing how it started, and then I just turned it off for whatever reason. Maybe. But speaking of Trip's experience on this, I had this movie when I first saw it on a blank CDR. I popped into my DVD player, so I also had it in an unconventional mean.
Did everyone have this movie the same way? Like
we just pass the same disc back and forth.
Did anyone actually see it in the cinema? Like,
no, I saw it on Netflix. Like when they mailed you the thing,
the red box.
But this had a really good press. Like everyone knew about this movie. It was a big movie. It was a big movie. I remember.
Yeah, I remember being promoted a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's a rare movie that crosses over. It entertains action fans. It entertains sci-fi fans. People want a political thing. They get that drama.
I mean, it's like aesthetically, I think it's just very interesting and very it was very unique, I think, for the time. I mean, I'm sure there's been a lot of films that came out of South Africa that kind of looked like this, but like the kind of blending with like sci-fi and
the body horror stuff that Oats Studio does.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen? I put the link to the Oats Studio, which is his studio. They have a science fiction anthology on Netflix. These are the most fucking gory death metal sci-fi. Have you seen this thing before?
I know what you're talking about, Oats Studio. I've seen some stuff on it.
Crazy Vietnam thing and like people like being fucking just craziness. Just check it out. It's really good.
It's Neill Blomkamp's whole thing, yeah. And Neill Blomkamp has kind of he's kind of fallen off a bit, like with public favor after the District 9. I think people in general like were kind of lukewarm to Elysium, but it was it was when Chappie came out that people were like, oh no.
Don't bring up Chappie, I get crazy.
Why?
Circuit 3.
Why, Prag? Why
because
can't we
it's
talk
just
about
like
Chappie?
I love District 9 and Elysium. I love a little less, and then by that time, it's like he's like making me love you less and less every time. And then, but like now, I'm back in with Oats Studio, and you told me about Gran Turismo, which I want to check out, which I didn't even know he directed.
Yeah, I actually didn't mind Gran Turismo. I think it's better than people give it credit for, but I don't know, Trippadelic, how are you feeling about Neill Blomkamp these days?
Genuinely did not know who that was until you guys started talking about it right now. I don't really know like any directors off the top of my head.
Right. Well, okay.
Well, refer you to the Wikipedia.
He made
heard about it? You can find out all kind of information.
He also made this weird horror movie like during COVID called Demonic, which is apparently just like not good at all, but you can tell that he was really constrained by like COVID restrictions and everything. Like none of the actors are like in the same scene together. Like you could tell that they're talking to no one because they shot them at different locations and
the camera's like this close to their face, like the independent film that we saw the other day.
Yeah, it's just like this bizarre digital horror movie that he made.
Came up as a practical effects guy, and like the cool thing about this is how well the CGI looks with the practical effects for the time. Like the aliens are very like I had to check a couple of like are they using a combination of costume and CGI? No, only in the labs did they use like prosthetics. Everything was 100% CGI, and it looks so good.
But his body horror stuff, that's all.
The goo?
Yeah, his
like,
hand.
Oh, God. When the hand. That put this movie on another level because now you're talking about like Kafka-esque metamorphosis, like the
Fly,
underlying... the Fly, right? It's like the underlying terror of the apartheid system. He's kind of like saying like it's just like nightmare stuff.
Yeah,
like if you
absolutely.
have a dream that you wake with and The Lobster did a good job of that too. I think.
I think I think what works for District 9 especially is the kind of characterization of Christopher
Welcome,
Johnson. Christopher Johnson, I don't want to say prawn because I feel like I feel bad for calling him that, but they don't have any other names. He's an alien, I guess. They like in the movie they don't provide like an actual name for the species or anything. They just call them prawns. And like
stop unpersoning the characters, JC. We talked about this in the other reviews, right? And like it's becoming no, it's just all right. I'll stop. I'm just teasing you. No, you're right, and that forces the viewer to like think of them as a context, because the only thing they ever refer to them as is prawns the whole time. And that one guy's like, oh well, they look like them, right?
Yeah,
right. In the documentary setting.
Yeah, and there's also like there's that moment where they knock on Christopher Johnson's door, and he's like, he's got his hands up and everything, and he's reading the paper, and he's saying, I don't think this is legal. And they're like, okay, this one's a little bit sharper than the other one, so we're going to use a different tack. Hey, your kid. There's trash everywhere. This is dangerous. Like, we have to take him away. It's just like every tactic to get him to sign the fucking form. It's like just bleh.
Yeah, they're trying to like mix comedy into this movie, right? Like having like a Michael from The Office type character play, but until the character like changes, right? And that's always a good story, has a arc where the character evolves, right?
And I think Sharlto Copley, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Sharlto Copley, who plays Vickers was it Vickers Mandover? Is that right? I'm just trying to get it right.
He tried to say 8 different words, and you just couldn't get any of them. I'm like, let him struggle. It's
Vickers Vandermerve. I want to say.
You have to ask Google Translate to pronounce it for you.
I think he's fantastic in this. I think he's like one of the best parts of the movie is Sharlto Copley. I don't know if you agree, Time, or yeah. Just leave it.
I agree.
Dude, I don't have anything else to say. All right.
We're like doing dance moves, and like when I do this, like you do your dance move, and then you pass it to Trip, right?
We do the usher,
right?
I just step outside the circle with that, and I was like, he's been in a bunch of other things, though, right? Like he's been in a ton of movies.
Yeah, like the A-Team. He's always shows up. Yeah, he always shows up for Neill Blomkamp movies. He played Chappie. He was the motion capture for Chappie, and I believe he's the villain in Elysium as well, from memory. Right. Also, that hardcore Henry, like from the first person perspective. He's the one wearing the camera like throughout that movie. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, he's been on a lot. And he seems to pick projects that seem kind of like District 9 feels kind of I want to say inventive, not inventive, or unique. Innovative, that's the word I was looking for. And I think they have a bit, like they have a thing that they're going for. Like Hardcore Henry has the whole movie's in first person. This movie, it's an alien movie set in Johannesburg, which is innovative as well.
World building.
I feel like he just likes he picks projects like that. Except for the A-Team, that movie's terrible.
I love how this movie threw you into, like, if you fucked up the introduction of the premise of this movie, you could have gone for like 90 minutes trying to explain about the aliens and how they came. And like the way that they pack so much information into the first 5 minutes, and like everyone was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, that's what they do to refugees, right? Yeah. And like over time, like, so I thought that was really brilliant. I thought where there was a problem with momentum is like in the last third of the movie, in the action sequences. I felt like it kind of chugged along there, right?
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
But like that's just it's a great movie. I'm like that doesn't mean I wasn't interested and fascinated the whole time. It was just like I felt like it was the pace was so great, and And then I feel like they didn't introduce the primary prawn character as well as the human hero, right? And like they try to show, because obviously they're not speaking English and they don't speak like a human, so they show the relationship between the father and the son as a way to garner empathy with the audience. I thought that was cool. You know, I mean, obviously we know what they're doing. This is like Spielberg level audience manipulation techniques, father-son time, right? They're fixing the fucking robot ship to go back to home. Of course I want to be here for the final 5 minutes.
E.T. It's like basically E.T., right?
Yeah, so there is like that folksiness to Neill. How do you say his last name?
Blomkamp.
Blomkamp has a lot of folksiness into all of his movies, which I haven't seen Elysium in a long time.
I need to watch it.
Chappie was just like too much.
Yeah.
Too much cornball, right?
Not just that, but he just made the mistake of casting a band that can't act, unfortunately. And
no, he put too much on those guys, right? It's like it made them because that's all the press and like everyone was hard coded to like think about that first, and I feel like it was like too many minutes of those guys. They're fun and great, but like maybe have them for like part of the movie, but not center of the movie. Or no, I don't want any letters. I don't want any letters.
I see a blurry cat in the background. I just noticed.
Yeah, there's 3 of them actually.
All on one couch right now.
Yeah, that's they're just hanging out. They're chilling.
Wait a minute, new show. 3
New
cats,
show.
1 couch.
3 cats.
Right?
That sounds
That's the show.
horrible,
3
Hold
cats,
on.
1 couch. No, it's like, are these cats going to work together on this couch, or is there going to be a problem? And like, what's the situation every day?
That's not what that sounds like.
No
Right.
funding. No funding.
How about 3 pussies, 1 whistle?
Listen.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Watch that one.
Let's get
3 pussies, 1 whistle, right?
What are we
I'm back
talking
in. I'm
about?
back in.
I told you I was working blue tonight.
Let's get Peter Jackson on the phone. He'll give us $30 million.
Oh yeah, that was cool too. That Peter Jackson put the money to make this movie up, right?
I think
Peter Jackson's goated. Right?
Yeah.
I don't like to say nice things about New Zealand, but like I love Peter Jackson. I feel like he always does good deeds, or is that just like a fantasy of mine? Like
It was like the first name you saw when it started. It said Peter Jackson.
Princess
This King Kong reboot was so fire, and what he did to save Lord of the Rings for future generations by having a wonderful adaptation, at least the first, one.
The Hobbit
very
kind of
important.
ruined the New Zealand, but that wasn't his fault. He was kind of forced into that. What were you saying, Trippadelic? We mentioned Peter Jackson. Did you know he was involved with this until you?
I had no idea about the production of this movie, and I still don't know anything about the production of this movie. Like,
you just watch a fire movie and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
So what do you like about this film? Like, where is this?
Yeah, tell me anything. Just tell me what you like or don't like, or just tell me something.
There is so fucking much. Like, I remember it not being as like, vile sometimes as it was. Like when they were going through and they find the fucking they find the eggs, like the alien eggs.
Oh yeah! Oh god, that was hardcore, bro.
That was so fucked. Fucked.
They just
With the fire
abort them.
Yeah.
They're like open, and they're laughing about it, and it's like crazy.
Haha, it's funny. We just killed 50 living things. That's cool.
And the way he explains it too, it's like, oh, it's like popcorn. Like you hear that popping. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, what's left of them? They just pop out of the top, and I was like, oh shit.
And then I love they just hang up a fucking. Was it a living cow that they hang up, or just a cow?
Yeah.
And they just hook everything up
That's
to it. It
the
just feeds
nutrients.
off it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
And that's just the way that they do it. Like
it's a placenta.
Yeah, and obviously, like these people, the MNU, is that right? Or MNF? Is it MNF or MNU?
I think it's MNU. I'm not.
All right, I'm going to
100%
change
sure.
this. There we go.
The corporation that essentially is they're outsourcing, right?
Yeah,
That's doing the.
I mean, they are just absolute. I don't even like have words for like the opening to this movie. Like it's just so horrific, like the way that they treat these living living beings. I think at the time this like politically this film came off as very understanding and prescient of the kind of race relations and issues in South Africa.
Well,
I don't know if it's
the U.S.
aged.
government supported the apartheid regime in
That's
South
right.
Africa, the Reagan administration, and it took into the 90s for them to finally change the whole situation. And it started with like not allowing them to continue to bank and everything, which was what was going on until the 90s.
Yeah, really bad. And like slums like this obviously popped up everywhere because they were forced out of their homes. I think watching this now, like just thinking about like how much has happened since then, like in the world, like genocide wise and stuff. I don't know how well this movie holds up. Did you guys feel like this film was kind of airtight in what it was saying, or did it seem kind of loosey-goosey with what it's trying to do and trying to say? You know what I mean?
I mean, no, because it's just like he's really retelling what actually happened in the same shanty towns in 1966 when the government did the exact same things, like almost to the fucking, like he's just retelling. It's just a mirror, but like in a way that's dressed up. But that's only the first part of the film, and then once you get to the point where he turns into like half alien, half man, it becomes a different movie, which is good, right?
Yeah.
It becomes like a transformation to like a superhero almost. Like it's almost an origin story. And like I still want to know what happened in 3 years. Did the guy come back or not?
I wish there was a sequel.
What do you think he came back, Trip?
I think a sequel to this would be fire.
I think he would come back. I believe him. I trust Chris
him.
Johnson.
Right.
Chris Johnson.
I trust him.
Love that man.
So I come back with those friends and just delete the planet.
Oh my god,
dude!
I feel like this movie brings up some questions. Like, for example, if it's meant to be a 1-to-1, right? I think with the original like apartheid state, a big part of it was the fact that they were colonizers that had come in and taken their land, from them. But this is a bit different, right? It's they're aliens from somewhere else. I don't know if that makes it.
They're
different,
refugees,
but,
right? And
refugees.
like, look at like what was happening during the filming of this movie was the Syrian refugee crisis.
Yeah,
and also the Arab Spring related refugee crises that like moved tens of millions of people from south to north and reordered things. And so like this was very common. There was 750,000 refugees in tents from Syria at one point in the border. So like it's not nice to be in a fucking tent city with really very limited plumbing and like it's just people piled on top of people.
I mean,
so it's
literally say that
brutal.
in this movie it was basically a concentration camp, which he knew the whole time. So, like,
I mean, that's what he said. The next place is more like a concentration camp, right?
Yeah. It's very
smaller tents. Yeah,
I think,
it's happening in El Salvador today. JC, that's a concentration camp.
I know.
Okay, that's a concentration camp. You're paying somebody to house people that have not had redress of grievance.
But
good.
My
Get him out of here.
That is insane. You can't say that.
Until it's you. Like they can send anybody out without a trial. That's the beauty of it not having a trial. They can just send anybody.
I'm not that bad Mexican. They can't send me out.
Okay. They sent a 2-year-old U.S. citizen to Honduras yesterday.
Good.
They can just falsify your records, bro.
Do it. Send me.
All right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, what's his name? Vickers. Like his change of heart comes from him, like obviously becoming a prawn, right? And also becoming
he's
an alien.
An asshole to the end. He hits his buddy in the fucking head when he thinks that he's not going to go. Like he's a dick at the end too. Like I don't like that guy. And that's part of like charm of his type of film too, is that he has nobody who's a real hero. Like there's always a little darkness to all of the characters.
Christopher Johnson's a hero. I won't have anyone say otherwise.
Humans, you have to be a human to be a hero, JC.
Part of me kind of wishes that more of this film was focused on Christopher.
Same.
Because I think this film, like, for the time, like, it was a real shock to the system. Like, it came out of nowhere and made $300 million off of a $30 million budget. But I feel like the script just hasn't aged as well as I'd hoped watching it again. I don't know. There's just some things like I really don't like the way that the Nigerians are portrayed in this movie as like basically like these savage, like they want to eat the meat, and it's like this is the kind of thing that they kind of portrayed people back at that
controversial
time.
Yeah, but like that's what happened though. They did have those factionalism between Nigerian and the native South African population, and so like I guess he's trying to reference that, and that's why people didn't really complain, but it was a little oversimplified, right? It was a little cartoonified.
That's right.
They didn't talk about like if you're really going to be a warlord in a camp like that, you're not just like torturing the local population. You have to give a lot to the local population. You have to solve a lot of problems for the local population because you're always going to be outnumbered, even with weapons. So like they because they're in for a short amount of time. Yeah, a warlord has to maintain the population's support too, just like any other leader. Because like you're always going to be outnumbered, even with weapons.
Todd's
Time, you want to talk on that? You want to talk about warlord dynamics?
So you think the cartel just is inherently good in Mexico?
No. I didn't say inherently good. They have to do. They think they have to do both, but the cartel has to give to as not
what
just.
What does the cartel give to the local population?
I mean, listen, they claim to be giving, so they give jobs is what the sad part is. They give money and they give, and like it's not a gift. Yeah. And I'm not saying that
it's not a gift.
It's a good thing. It's not a gift, but it's not just eating people's flesh and torturing people in the camp. Like you have to do other things too. Like maybe they get they're bringing in the fucking food distribution, sadly, which is not the way it should be. Yeah. But like they have to do a couple of things, not just one thing.
I think part of why I kind of go when I'm watching this film is like when it opens when it opens, it starts off like, and they're describing how the mothership arrived over Johannesburg just by a chance, right? And they're talking about like they enter the ship, and there's like these aliens in there. They say they're malnourished and they're not healthy. They're all of these things, and then like 2 sentences later, they're like, oh, and it just became a slum. And my question there would be, why did it become a slum? Why was there no support for these creatures? Like why was there like no help sent for them at all? There was nothing. What do you mean there was?
They referenced it.
I'll tell you exactly why it didn't happen. Because probably the local apartheid-stricken African native population probably said, why should resources go to the refugees?
They said that too.
Because that's generally what happens in that situation is like they pit the poor against the poor, right? And that way they say, oh, we don't have enough resources for everyone, and that's all. But what they did is essentially dehumanize them or delegitimize their rights and treated them like animals, essentially, right? Like that's how you treat animals. You just kill the babies. You don't care. You're moving them. So that's right. And so they had no way to fucking redress of grievance, and they had no representation in power, and they had nobody to vote in the parliament to make sure they have water distribution and elementary schools. And
I guess because all of those people that fight for that stuff, they exist in South Africa. It's not like they don't exist and they don't have a voice. Like I think my issue with this film is there's nothing like showing that side like that. I
believe they mentioned it like in a brief sentence real quick.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like
they found him and they're like, well, according to whatever that institution would be, that we just we had to house them, we had to treat them humanely within the rules, and that's when they set up the freaking camps.
And
there was someone there to kind of advocate for him, but not in like it's like the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. And the film doesn't have that either. Like I really wish there was like that
was
side.
They're disenfranchised, so they have no leverage. When you're disenfranchised, you have no leverage, right? And that's the bottom line. And like they might have rights on paper, but there's nobody in the meeting or when the vote is taking to advocate for their interests because they have no representation. They have no franchise.
Right. Yeah,
right. And that's what happens to refugees.
And
because
that's what I mean.
They don't belong to anybody.
And that's what I mean. I feel like that's an issue with this film is that it doesn't really go into it at all. It doesn't go into that
solve the problem
side.
with violence.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the impression I get from this film is like that's the way it was always going to go. Like it didn't have to be any other way. Like that's the vibe I get from this film is that it doesn't really think that there was a solution to it at all.
It should have been a TV series if they really wanted to discuss all these things, right? To do it in 2 hours is a tough fucking chore.
Heaps of films do it, I think.
Yeah. Really discuss all of these issues and do an action, science fiction, space. Yeah. What films do that? What's another
E.T.
Blade Runner,
Starship Troopers. Uglies.
That is a great one time. Starship Troopers.
I know it is. Yeah. I know
Starship Troopers, and that's what Neill is supposed to be making a remake of Starship Troopers.
RoboCop.
Really?
Yeah.
RoboCop. Yeah.
RoboCop's great. It's social commentary
with refugees.
RoboCop's fire.
Which are terrible people, by the way. With refugees, they come over from like let's just say here, like Mexico to the United States, or like a different country, whatever, to the United States. Because of being displaced, because of a terrible government, being political adversaries, just trying to get a better life. Just those are reasons, right? Those are obviously viable reasons to come over here and try to escape those type of situations. But that's not what we get in this movie. They decide to go into the ship, which is I didn't understand why they. I guess curiosity, like to get us before they get, or to get them before they get us. I guess you would say. So it's like they create this alien problem for themselves.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's also is this like a test? Like obviously the technology that got that ship there is much more powerful than anything on Earth, right? If you can travel intergalactically in a fucking craft like that. And so, like, did they ever consider, like, is this like a Trojan horse? It's like, why are they, like, why are there slaves in here? Essentially, that's what it was, right?
Workers,
or whatever they claimed they'd be. And so it's like, they never talked. What did they discuss? Like, why?
No, I don't think so.
So that's a mystery. That's for the sequel.
Yeah.
I think there should be an animated series. I'm going to pitch an animated series.
The whole test thing kind of carries a little bit of weight too, because at the beginning they mentioned, well, they're here in South Africa. They're not in Chicago. They're not in LA. They're not in DC. They could have landed anywhere, but they landed just in this random place.
I just think it was an accident, to be honest. Yeah. But, like that's the way I kind of saw it. But it might have been a test. But I think it was an accident. Like the ship's obviously run out of fuel, or the command. Like, and there's just no way to get more except from like little.
Well, then where was the people flying the ship? Like, who was controlling
who they were? It's just
I thought the way they displayed it was like they're in the cargo hold or some shit, starving to death in the fucking hold. Like, who was?
There was a line that said something about they're all workers and they lost their leadership, so they're kind of just. They wander aimlessly or something like that.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, that's all propaganda. That's bullshit. That's something the corporation thought up.
Yeah.
Especially considering their technology and all their weapon systems and how complicated.
But like they
just communicate differently, and they're different type of intelligence, right? They're not dealing with Earth bullshit. They're dealing with different types of fucking
And it took the movie
we'll find out in the sequel.
Because like at the start, I was like, did they even like try? Do they know what they're saying? And it took the movie about 15. It took the movie like 15 minutes to answer the question. Yeah, they do know what they're saying. They have worked out their language and how to communicate with them. They just haven't done anything to help them. Like at
they don't
all.
know anything about their planet. They don't know anything about their culture. They don't know anything about like wisdom that they could impart.
And then 20 years later.
They're like, here, sign the signature, and he goes, "Get out of here!" And he goes, "That counts. That counts.
That counts." Insane.
Touch the paper.
I just like these people are fucking. They suck. But it's more like a systemic problem as well.
That's satirized too a little bit too. Just like the Warlord is, but it's a 2-hour movie, and you have to get off to the audience. These are the bad guys, and these are the good guys.
Yeah,
But they weren't the good guys either. I don't think the prawns were really presented as the good guys, except for Christopher Johnson. But the reason why they were like the way they were is because
Like
of the conditions they
NPCs.
were in. Like for 20 years, they had no education. For 20 years, they had no like
Yeah, you can't just leave people in
no
a shanty town all day with nothing to do and no work and
This is
no
what's gonna
jobs and
happen.
education and no health care and just like, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
We did the same thing to the Native Americans in the United States in reservations.
Like we're saying this, like as reviewers of the movie, like we're saying all of these things, but I feel like dramatically in the script of this film, it doesn't convey those ideas. It just conveys the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's the big issue with the film for me, like watching it these days. But I still think it's groundbreaking. Like I still think like the way that like I think the story, like the actual like story, and the pacing of the film, just all the technical elements are like fantastic. And I'm never bored watching this film. I think it's like really exciting.
This is the way you want to do information like that and like get over. Like everybody who saw this movie understands like why it's not good to have fucking. Shanty towns at least, or like understand this is a thing.
But I don't think people
watching throughout history.
But I don't think what people take away from the film is how that can be avoided or what could have been done instead, etc., etc., etc. Like I think it just portrays what happens, and I think that's an issue. Like if you're going to do a political sort of film like this.
You always want a solution to
I really do. I feel like movies, like they need to take that extra step.
Yeah, because they're taking a kind of a fucking... Because it's important. They don't take the last part, which is the hard part, right? Is like positioning an alternative, right?
That's right.
In that way, because there's no hope without alternative, right?
And I'm always impressed when they do.
We have to add another person to the list. Pythagoras also... watch this in an unconventional way.
Yes, welcome Pythagoras. I want to shout out Pythagoras.
Maybe that's why we didn't get a second one.
Magical Sardo,
this movie
Zeb.
made bank though. Like this movie made $300 million off of a $30 million budget.
This was a big movie.
There's something in this movie. It didn't bother me, but it didn't take me out of the movie. But it did kind of jar me a little bit. I don't know if it did it for you guys either. So I would like to discuss that. Obviously, it was like the documentary style for the first like half hour, 45 minutes, whatever it was, and then it became all like I don't say action, but like a typical shot style. And there were instances where there would be like action sequences where someone would blow up, where they got shot by a gun, or just some explosion, whatever, and then you would have artifacting and like blood splatter on the lens of like your viewpoint. So I was like.
Wait, so was that part of the documentary?
It's like, did the camera switch to documentary? Like, I don't know. Like, what's going on?
I just love it splatter. I just love the splatter, though. It brings you into it, though.
Like 17 other times, and I was like,
but I do think the switching between documentary and the cinematic footage does a really good job of showing basically the kind of bullshit that's being portrayed, and then it cuts to the real meat and potatoes of what's happening. I think it gets across that point really well. The propaganda rising of I think that is like one of the best aspects of this film and what it accomplishes. And I think
it made me uncomfortable that they had shopping bag carts full of raw meat. What's the preservation system? And like, am I supposed to have this for lunch, or how am I supposed to prepare this, sir? And like, here's the meat, and like, I don't want the cat food either.
Oh yeah, cat food. That's the best part.
That was disgusting.
Give it a chance.
I loved it.
I do want to know, like, after discussing this, like, time, like the kind of stuff that I have issues with. How did you find this film overall, in general?
So this, I wasn't expecting the movie to be like political, because I actually, like I said, I remember seeing a little bit of it a while ago. Then I actually, watched it for the first time, and I remember hearing some chatter about, this movie's, more than meets the eye. But I just didn't remember what people had said about it. So I watched it, and obviously seeing how it all unfolds and everything, and the apartheid similarities and everything, I was like, holy shit, this is a heavy movie. Holy crap! So just watching it, there were parts in it, like Prag had said earlier, where it kind of like dragged on a little bit, but that didn't hamper my enjoyment of it. I was just like, oh, okay, we're still here, we're still doing this, which was fine. I thought the movie was solid, but to me, it was just a movie. Like it was fine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go around saying it's like the greatest movie or like glow about it. Like I gotta watch this and that. I think it's a really well done movie. The whole documentary style, I don't want to say message, but like the theme behind it and how
you're pro apartheid.
I'm super pro apartheid. Super pro apartheid.
I thought so.
The similarities of like kind of like what's going on right now in the political climate, as far as like that's like, this is shit still kind of going on today, which is crazy. And then you see how people are treated like this, and it's they're not getting I don't want to say basic human rights because they're aliens, but like this is obviously a stand-in for other people, and it's just crazy to see this shit, and it's just like, man, you just see how people devolve and how people treat other people that they view are lesser than them, and it's like you become like an animal or an alien, so like seeing this shit was just like I said, it was pretty heavy and crazy to watch it. So I enjoyed it, and I thought it was fine.
I also think another interesting thing that the film does is it kind of questions, like, because some people have different lines on what's acceptable and what's not. Like obviously the military dude, the main military antagonist dude, like his line is obviously like what's acceptable is like real. What's unacceptable is really high.
He said, "I love to watch prawns die," or something.
Yes,
I think
right.
He had
exactly.
redeeming qualities
at all. But Sharlto Copley's character, Vicus, like baby abortion, murder, like just like destroying this. Like that's not a line that's too much for him.
I mean, it's you have to understand, just because it's not a human doesn't mean it's not sentient, right?
I know, but he doesn't understand that until he sees him getting experimented on like he is, and then that's the line that's like that's crossed. Right. When they put him in, like when he has to pull the trigger. And he sees a prawn in front of him. It's like, that prawn didn't do anything. He's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, yeah, I don't want to do it. Like, then my question is, like, when you were at the house before, what did those prawns do? They didn't do anything wrong either. So this just seems
it's like all of a sudden, it's like a deathbed confessional, right?
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden come to Jesus right when you're going to, like, no
Which I think is interesting. Like, I think it does an interesting job of like exploring where the line is for some people. I think my issue is people whose like line is on the floor, like me. Like none of those people are in this movie, like at all. You know what I mean? Like I would have.
Are you a hero, JC?
I'm just saying. I
know you were fucking hardcore like that.
I'm just a leftist. I'm just a typical leftist that gets annoyed at every social issue.
It's very jarring to see. This guy who's like kind of has a likable personality. He's kind of like a bumbling idiot, kind of sort of how they portray him in the beginning, and then to see him do this stuff, and then to have people talk about him early on in the past tense, which I caught immediately. I was like, oh, he died, which doesn't happen. Maybe, I don't know. But they talk about in the past, so it's like, and they keep referencing, oh, a choice he made. He did this. I don't know if he wanted to do this, like stuff like that. Like, okay, but then pretty early on, when you see him do the stuff that he's doing, you're like, is this the hero of the movie? Are we supposed to root for this guy? Because he's
So and then the choice he ends up making.
I hope not. I hate that guy.
And then the choice he ends up making
easy answer.
Yeah, it's like he goes from being he's kind of an asshole, he's kind of a dick, to just being like
a survivor.
No, he's like a really shitty person.
Yeah,
and it's like, is it like does he think that, or is it kind of just kind of what he's been told, and
it's like the bureaucracy is kind of
it was very jarring to see all this stuff, and you're like, he's kind of a likable guy, but at the same time, like, no, he's not a good person. Like, holy shit!
At all.
The threatening of his kid, of Charles, was it the guy's name? Charles?
Christopher
Johnson.
The threatening of his kid, I was like, Oh
He's
shit!
trash.
Like,
Bro.
I was,
This
like,
guy was
taken
trash
back.
from beginning to end, and like his old man was bullying him because he's married to his daughter.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
He married into the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
He's just the fucking worst.
Go ahead, Trip. I cut you off. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Hey, no worries. A lot of like his personality is just I don't care until it happens to me, and I feel
That's
like
right.
that's
Middle
very,
manager.
Like, it's very prevalent, and I feel like that kind of like aged well. That's something you can see very often, like in
Typical
steps of
liberal.
bureaucracy. Yeah.
But yeah, correct. I
JC.
agree. What, Frag?
You know what you're doing? You're factionalizing your own
Let him
coalition. Why
We're
would
not
you
real
want to
people. Let 'em do
factionalize
it.
your own coalition when you have to create a plurality to get anything
'Cause it's an
done? Like you
issue.
don't think.
I mean,
Yeah, but
there's nothing.
how does that create more people in your coalition? You have to
Brother,
think like that, JC, if you're going to be successful.
Yeah,
a
but those
lefty's
kind of
favorite thing to do
coalitions.
is argue with
You have to
lefties.
make a majority
Come on,
of
now.
whatever
That's
it is.
right. But like, that kind of coalition is what like brought the bare minimum for these people. Like, it's about changing minds. It's not about
Diffusing your coalition will only make that worse.
I don't agree.
I know it
let's
I'm
keep
just trying to
reviewing
drop
this
some
movie,
street
though.
knowledge. I'm sorry, but like I just have to
Street
speak on
knowledge.
it. Yeah.
But I think this film hasn't aged as well as it has, but it's totally understandable why this was such a huge deal when it came out. Why I think watching it's why it got nominated for Best Picture, and because like you look at the films that are coming out that year besides District 9. Let's have a look. Like 2009.
I always like to look back and see what they went up against. I do like that.
Yeah. Big movies, 2009. We had like Harry Potter, X-Men Origins of Wolverine.
I think Zombieland came out 2009.
Say it again, Zombieland?
I think so.
Bruno came out that year.
Ooh, good movie.
I like Bruno. That's a
Good
fire
movie.
Yeah. But like it just had an aesthetic that just and committed to it. I think like an art
original.
direction. Yeah, it was very.
A new
original
science fiction style is always welcome, right? Because it works in tropes and it's constantly regenerating. Like once one popular style pops, people copy it, copy. Like that's why the 50s sci-fi was all the fucking same. Like anytime, like when Aliens came out in 1977, I think it was, that had a different style, right? It's like that dark, moody castle vibe that they keep using in Prometheus and the rainy planet. It's standing in for Gothic architecture and Frankenstein and Dracula.
Do you think District 9, like I feel like District 9 kind of what am I trying to say? Like you look at all these like recent like all the Bruce Willis vehicles that the C grade Bruce Willis movies that have come out, the kind of sci-fi films that have come out. I feel like they are all trying to, or Skyline as well, that movie Skyline, or Battle LA. That was another one that just really bad. That just
those
like,
are just like
I feel like they're all trying to go for this, or Battleship as well. Are trying to go for this, like mixing of
Hasbro made that, right?
Yeah. Mixing kind of this gritty war film mixed with sci-fi thing. And it just hasn't worked since District 9, yeah.
The first mockumentary nominated for Best Picture ever.
Really?
Right? And there's been a lot of them, like, and so this is, that's one of the notes that I saw. So.
Spinal Tap wasn't nominated for Best Picture?
No, not even close.
Crazy.
Back then, you couldn't get, if you weren't just like a period drama, they overlooked every other film. And so they had to they should have created a better balance between accepting more genres, but also like not making 45 different fucking nominated films so they sell more tickets. That's why they do it.
Blair Witch Project should have been nominated. Don't at me.
God, that movie sucks.
What?
Big Blair Witch Project.
Wait,
Best Picture for sure.
What about the sequel?
We don't talk about the sequel.
I was a big fan of the Blair Witch Project when it came out because it showed like on a small budget, and they had like they were one of the first people to actually have a website. Like
they
market,
like they were the viral marketing campaign.
That was like 1997 or something, right?
Yeah,
Jesus
I love that movie
Shout out
so
to
much. Sorry, Time, but that movie's great, and you're wrong.
It's a fun movie, but it was really placed, given too much hype. That's what hype fucks up.
It was a victim of its own hype.
Fucks everything up. It really does, because like you always want to like beat expectations, and if you set the expectations too high, you're never going to beat them.
Yeah,
right.
Cloverfield was fire.
Cloverfield was fire. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we
go.
We're
on that. We're on that. Yeah. We're on that. Cloverfield was fire.
Is shouting out working? Because like a lot of people say it's not working.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
God damn it.
But I feel like also it was an original film that made a big splash, and that's kind of what was great about it at the time. Because then afterwards we kind of got the 2010s, which are just filled with sequels and remakes and everything. And now they're kind of slowing down. We just had Sinners, which was an original film that made
Sinners was so good, dude.
Oh my god!
Have you seen it?
You seen
it?
Craig?
Two should have a fucking review of. You guys should review it without me. No, because you know I don't go to the theater. When it streams, I'll watch it.
Dude, it's time.
You see Sinners?
You guys can do the epi without me. Yeah, we don't go to theaters.
All right,
California isn't against theaters.
You know what? I'll gather three other people.
Theaters are gross.
I'll gather three other people to talk about Sinners.
Bro. I can't believe that they convinced us that going to a fucking group setting for that kind of thing was the thing to do. And the fucking oily popcorn, you can keep it.
If I grabbed two other people that aren't these two, like degenerates,
bozos,
would you review Sinners? Do you reckon?
I might be in. I might be.
Would you be down for that?
Yeah. All right. Maybe.
All right.
Are you going to do some notes? Are you going to look it up this time and at least get some more fucking background information?
Craig's proud of me because I'm doing something for once.
Wait, what was that about?
Say that.
You think that's how I think?
Yes.
No.
Say it again. Sorry.
The movie's so fucking good. I'll go see it again. Like it's.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go see it again tonight.
Why is it so good? All right, don't tell me.
You got to see it. You got to see it.
Anytime might watch it. We'll figure out a way.
It's like Ryan Coogler's like love letter to his people, essentially. So
I have to talk to Taz.
His people? What does that mean?
Like his history, his.
Oh, here we go again with the letters about JC, and it's like it's because he's from Australia, folks.
What does he mean? Like
he's proud of his history.
Black people?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Black America. Like,
okay.
He's proud of his history. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Is
what is Blamerica, JC?
I don't know if this is a spoiler about the movie, but I've seen it like on the posters multiple times. Is there two Michael B. Jordans in the movie?
There are two Michael B. Jordans in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, they're twins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was even like right there. I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah! And then I saw him in the corner. I'm like,
wait, he's wearing a different color.
Did you fuck up the poster?
See, one of the things I'm worried about is you guys are hyping this movie too much, and we just talked about what hype does to movies.
Good movies. Yeah,
I'm sure it is good, but the more you talk about it, I'm going to start looking to not like it, and that's just my problem.
I haven't heard it's like.
I'm sure it is good, but it's like
I saw the trailer in January and went to go see it. Like after seeing that, I was so fucking hyped up, and it still lived up to it. Like it's so fucking good.
I like when it first was announced. It was Ryan Coogler vampire movie set in the South in the. I can't remember what decade it's set in.
30s.
30s, yeah. And I was like, this is going to be incredible. Yeah. And it was so. But I want to talk about it. Like I want to talk about it with a couple other friends. Hopefully I can find someone who didn't. like it.
We'll do an epi. You can do an epi and have some other people. That's the fun thing about Three Grandmas. We always throw the car keys in a fishbowl, and whoever keys you get, and you go home and you write a review.
I'm down for that.
I know you.
But I want to score up District 9. I think this is a great choice of a film. I think it's really interesting to talk about. Like how many years ago was that? 2009. Like 17 years ago.
A long time ago, and it looks pretty fresh.
It looks better than a lot of films that come out these days. I think it's
better than Uglies.
Can't be.
Have you seen Uglies, Trip?
I have not.
Oh, you should watch it. Do you have Netflix?
I don't.
Oh, get it off BitTorrent. It's great.
I love stealing.
Get it from the library. Good boy.
Did anybody watch Lovecraft Country on HBO? Pythagoras House?
I did.
No.
I have not.
Oh, you should check that out, JC. It's really good.
Is it?
It's in the same vein as the movie you guys are talking about. Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Like, listen, I'm an enjoyer of things.
Time.
Purveyor.
Time.
Yes.
Would you recommend District 9? And what would you rate it?
Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm reading about Sinners. Yes, I would 100% recommend it. Like I said, I think the movie was fine, but I do think it's just super well made. The acting is great. I think the themes are really, I mean, you kind of overuse the word, but heavy. And there's quite a bit of parts that like or scenes that like take me back, and I'm like, holy shit, like that's just shocking because it's like it's a real thing, and it's like, oh my god. So yeah, I would recommend it, and I would rate it probably 78.
Nice. I like that. Time.
Yay!
You said
I
time already.
just said time already. Prag, would you recommend District 9? What would you rate it?
Yeah, because it's one of the best movies of the 2000s. It's a best picture. What I love anytime a science fiction movie gets nominated for best picture. That was so fucking rare.
And you are arguing against the 10 film rule, just so we're on the record.
No, I like when they're in the top 5, and like I love it when they break through. Like I'm a science fiction
chance
fan.
District 9 was going to be in the top 5.
JC, you didn't interrupt time. Why are you interrupting my summation? Like the summation is the part of the trial where you give your closing argument, and like the other lawyers don't usually stand up and say anything during the summation, Your Honor. Right? All right. So let me continue. Yeah, I love practical effects. I want everyone watch Oats Studio Presents on Netflix if you want to see the most death metal horror science fiction you've ever seen in your fucking life. And like Love, Death, and Robots is a shout too. I think somebody else mentioned that prior. I love it. It was a 87 for me. I love how original it was. I love the alien character models. I think that, you know, it was just like, it seems like something that could be like that. Like, you know, that's an extraterrestrial vibe. It makes sense if you live in a world with different environment, different gravity. You would have an exoskeleton. And I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I'm going to recommend it. And yes.
Had you seen it before, Prag? Or was this your first time?
Oh, yeah. I saw it when it came out. I just haven't, you know, it's just like anything else. Once you move past 15 years, like I'm not looking for movies from 2006. I'm looking for new movies when I turn this thing on, you know? And that's maybe a fallacy that we should start diminishing and like stop like always searching for the new thing and like think of a year. Like I'd love to look at 2011 again and see what was nominated and see what I didn't see from there. You know, there's all kinds of fucking movies that I haven't seen that are great and a lot of the new ones are just shit anyway.
Trippadelic, would you recommend District 9 and what would you rate it?
I would recommend District 9, but
yeah,
it's like a love-hate thing, right? So like there's some parts that are like really, really good and some parts that are just like too on the nose. You know what I mean? But like I feel like it's just a little bit too obvious in parts about what it wants to be. You know what I mean? Not what it actually is.
Yeah. And what would you rate it out of 100?
Maybe an 82, 83.
That's a good number. Solid.
And finally, I would recommend District 9. Yeah, I think definitely. I'd recommend District 9. I feel like it's a movie that while I don't think it's as efficient in what it's like trying to say or do or knows what it's trying to say and do, I think entertainment wise and bringing to light the kind of like living conditions that people did have to live through. And, you know, putting it on, like, you know, putting audiences in the mind frame of like if it was an alien species, like why should we treat our own people like this? I think is in general a good thing, and I think it does a good job of telling that story. And I think everything technically is fantastic in this film. I think it's important. It's an important film, but I just don't think it's perfect. I think it has aged a little poorly, unfortunately. I think I'd probably put it at like a 70. I think is fair. 70 out of 100 for me. but I'd recommend it. I think
No, that's too low, JC. I'm going to need you to bump that up a little. Can I get a 77 out of you for that?
No.
We know
73?
Nope. 70s where I'm
70s.
70s.
You can't bump it up a little bit on the thermostat? I'm getting chilly.
72?
Wait, hold on.
72. I'll take it.
Hold on. I said 78, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
You give me 81?
I forgot about my rule. They said the name of the movie in the movie.
So you have to
It has to get extra points. 81. Yeah.
It gets 3 extra points.
That's a big rule. Yeah, it gets 3
I
points.
get points just for how cool the mech was, because the mech was shaped like the alien, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like anthropomorphic, just like humans would make a mech like looks humanoid.
I love it.
I like
Makes
how
his
they're
head
fucking
bleed.
sick.
I love it. It makes his head bleed because their heads are smaller than human heads. So.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
One of the coolest fucking parts of this movie was in that scene when the fucking guy was shooting the RPG, and he just pops his hand up and grabs the fucking the missile before it hits the thing.
Before it hits
he just tosses it. That was so fucking cool.
How about when they grab the bullets when there's like shooting the bullets and like the variety of weapons was so cool in this too, and they all looked very realistic when they were using them too. Like
the production design. Yeah, incredible.
Was this his first movie
over the weapons
that he directed?
This is his first feature-length film, yeah.
All right, can I get everyone to add 3 more points to their scores now, right? Like maybe you're an 85 time. Because after the mech and the weapons, come on.
You're not convinced me. It has some great action sequences, and that makes up my 70%.
I give you 3 extra points, okay? Go ahead.
Like, that has been considered in my score.
Only kitty cats that meow get milk.
Yeah, I'll get you. Who said
Jesus
that?
Christ.
I just wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just wrote it.
That's
I
my
make the stream title tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
I feel
my pen.
I feel bad for Neill Blomkamp because he was originally slated to make Alien 5 after.
Oh yeah.
Like for a long time, there's full production notes and behind the scenes concept art of Ellen Ripley and everything, and that got taken away from him after he made Chappie. Good.
Taken away from
they should.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, because they probably had a fucking cute character in the Alien movie he was probably to sell or some bullshit. I would love to see that script. He fucked himself somehow.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?"
And then
we're going another direction.
Yeah,
the beginning of this movie, seeing the Peter Jackson part, that reminded me. Prag had mentioned the other day that Jordan Peele has a new movie coming out.
Yeah,
he does. Well, it's not directed.
It's
by
produced by him.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that bullshit.
As soon as I saw produced by him, I go, "This movie's gonna suck."
But Peter Jackson produced this movie, and a lot of people probably said the same thing. This is probably just him selling his name. But sometimes
this movie is leaning into Jordan Peele, and it's just you can tell it's biting its style.
Is that the one about sports horror or something?
That's
it's
right.
I'm fascinated by how they pull that off, though. I want to see it's innovative at least.
Another thing that was distracting me before I gave my review is you mentioned Sinners, and then you mentioned the 1930s. There's a comic book because I hate vampires. I think
Excuse me?
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
You never mentioned that when we watched Nosferatu for 2 weeks in a row.
I said I hated vampires.
I have to watch
I think vampires are stupid.
Kevin, do you remember him saying that?
But
that's crazy.
There is a comic book series that I loved called American Vampire.
Oh,
and it goes throughout all different points in time, different eras.
American Forever.
But it starts like in the 1920s, 1930s. So when you had said, that's what, that setting and the vampires. I Googled real quick, Sinners and American Vampire, and there's a couple of threads I found where they're like, if you like this movie, go read American Vampire. So now it makes me kind of want to go see it in theaters.
Sinners.
Just because
it's a very good period.
Where's Penny Dreadful streaming right now? I've always wanted to catch up on that show.
It was on Stars. I don't know.
That's a good fucking show.
That was a good show.
I have to look into that.
Yeah.
So what are we watching next week, Prag?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it's all scary. Don't laugh. It's scary. You're not going to be laughing.
It's the scariest movie of all time.
The Exorcist. Ooh. But you have to watch it in the dark. This is what you have to do. You have to scare yourself a little bit. Set the mood, keep it dark in there. Don't say you're going to laugh here, and just try to take it in. and just like feel the vibes on the big screen with the sounds and shit. It's a vibe. It's fun. It's a good one. Exorcist.
Have you seen The Exorcist, Time? Never seen it. Ooh, okay.
Never.
Oh yeah.
You didn't see the new one, did you?
I've seen The Exorcist. I don't
Oh
know.
god.
The new one was terrible. Have you seen The Exorcist, Trip?
I have. I'm kind of surprised Time hasn't.
Yeah, it's a banger.
I'm not a horror fan.
Horror head.
I mean,
I'm not a horror
that
head.
movie's twice my age, I think.
52 years.
This
There's
is
a lot of movies
Pragpro's
I've seen.
favorite film of all time.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. Like
Is that okay with you, Trip?
What? You liking movies?
It's my favorite movie. Do you like that movie?
Yeah. It's all right.
Listen, I know what you're doing, Trip.
Good
And I'm not
endorsement.
buying it.
All right.
Exorcist
No,
3 is better. All right,
I
this
was
has been
gonna
fun.
like this is the thing. What I'm gonna do, like, I recommend people who want to take this journey with me this week because I'm gonna have the most intensive deep dive into The Exorcist, and I want people to watch Exorcist 3, and we're gonna talk about the lore. We're gonna talk about the fucking Baphomet and the demon and the whole fucking thing, and the Exorcist rite in the church, and I
I have a question. Would Ghostbusters Live exist without The Exorcist?
Ooh.
mean.
It doesn't exist anymore.
I'll tell you what. When I want to save it for the show, but I saw it very young and like with my brother, and it was a very grounding memory for me about art.
Did you see it in theaters or did you guys download it?
No, we watched it on his bed in his room on a little black and white TV in the middle of the night, and it scared the fucking shit out of me because I was like 9 years old, and it was just fucking crazy. I'd never seen anything scary like that in my life. Right. And like to see these images at that age, and like they just didn't show shit like that. Like it's so common nowadays, but that was crazy. Like some of the things that the demon does is fucking crazy, even to this day.
Make sure you watch the director's cut of it, not the theatrical cut.
Got it. Get the big one.
Also, what I wanted to say was I have a little bit of childhood history with The Exorcist as well, so that'll be interesting to talk about, I think. So we'll see.
You were exercised. Okay. Got it.
You'll see.
Like you can tell the story twice, you know.
No. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for next week.
I can't wait for Exorcist Week. I can't wait. And we're gonna do a whole art thing. It's gonna be huge. Just being an exhibit. Like this is a week. Like you guys claim these are your favorite films, but I don't see the showmanship behind the thing, right?
I should.
Like, where's the panache? Where's the pizzazz? Where's the fucking drama?
Well, that's the thing.
Right?
Is this show's so very simple. So it's a very simple show.
That's right.
I'm just teasing you guys.
All right. So this has been fun, Trip. Thank you for bringing this film on.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Trip.
Thank you guys for having me.
I feel like we spoke a little bit too much and didn't let you speak as much as we should have.
Trip, is there anything else you want to say? You'll go ahead right now. You have the floor. If you have anything else you want to communicate, anything you want to say, anything.
Not much, dude. We're chilling. We're vibing.
Okay.
You know,
That's why I love it.
I love it. That's good.
And your twitch.tv/Trippadelic.
Yes.
And do you have a schedule?
I don't. It's just live.
So you just pop up. Is it usually an evening, or is there a East Coast, West Coast? Like what time frame? If like in the evening on the East Coast, or like
sometimes it's 3 a.m. Sometimes it's noon. I mean,
is it ever in the early morning?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so
we're chilling. We're all over the place.
He's gonna sneak up on you and he's gonna catch you.
Yeah, we're a fucking hot mess right now.
No, I love it. That. Just keep doing you, man. You're gonna get better and better at it. I'm sure. You're gonna be good.
By the way, Tom, why is your name Prawnathon? Can you explain that?
You guys had prawn names, and I just wanted to.
I couldn't think of anything. Name.
Prawnathon.
Prawnathon. I don't know.
Prawnathon's crazy.
What about prawn song? Like
are there other movies?
You're the prawn song. You're the prawn song.
That's right.
Are there any other movies with like?
I said,
like
what about
prawns in it? Or like
anything that rhymes with prawn works, JC. It's really you can ask AI to make a list of words for you if you need.
I'm trying to think because you have a film marathon where you watch a bunch of movies. I want to know what a prawnathon would be.
I should have been prawn pen. Fuck.
Yeah, see, now you're playing with fucking hot gas. There you go.
There we go. There we go.
Now you finally got it. See, that's why we're still running the tape, because you got the joke.
The thing is like Crocodile Dundee doesn't count because it's shrimp on the Barbie, not prawn on the Barbie, which is very annoying. You fucking Americans.
Hey, let's put another shrimp on the Barbie. Is that what you guys say to each
No,
other
we
on
don't.
the weekend?
We call the
Put
prawns.
another shrimp on the Barbie, mate.
We don't have shrimp.
Don't have a shrimp.
Saying Kalgoorlie?
I'm lying.
Kalgoorlie. We have prawns and yabbies. Like we don't.
I'll tell you what. On Sunday, we're gonna
yabbies?
take everyone to Kalgoorlie, and I can't wait to share our Kalgoorlie with you on Sunday. A special episode of A Time and Place of My Choosing, the JC episode, and we have a long history together. It's going to be very, very.
I always talk very yabby,
romantic, and we're going to be Australian outback companions. What are we looking at?
We're looking at yabbies.
This guy?
These are yabbies.
And what do you do with these guys?
We eat them. They're yum.
Oh, they're too cute. I love the color blue that they have. I'm in a blue period right now on Good Morning Donut.
These yabbies don't have anyone advocating for their rights.
JC, these are beautiful.
That's
blue. Beautiful blue.
If these landed above
Flame, have you seen the blue over here?
They'd be called yabbies for sure. If
Did you see the shade of blue?
What blue?
I'm in a blue period at Good Morning Donut, and I've never seen an animal with electric blue.
Let's end the stream.
Just like you see how my name is electric blue like that. That's the color I've been looking for. I've been fantasizing about it all month.
End the stream. End the stream.